Heaven is not silent. Even when your world feels still. Even when your prayers seem unanswered. Even when the waiting stretches longer than you hoped. Heaven is not still. It is moving. It is preparing. It is aligning something big. Something beautiful. Something beyond what you can imagine. God is not idle. He's never forgotten you. Not for 1 second. He's not holding back to punish you. He's not delaying out of disinterest. He is working, quietly, carefully, intentionally, because what He's preparing for you requires perfect timing. He's not just preparing the blessing. He's preparing you, your spirit, your faith, your heart, so when the moment comes, you'll not just receive it, you'll be ready to carry it. He's orchestrating something greater than a breakthrough. He's orchestrating a becoming. He's writing a story in you that will carry weight, that will leave legacy, that will reflect His glory. So trust the quiet, trust the slow, trust the stretch, because all of it is part of the preparation. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're being positioned. Heaven sees further than you do. It knows the end from the beginning. And it's not building something temporary. It's preparing something eternal. So don't measure today by what you can see. Measure it by what's being formed. He is shaping your faith into a vessel that can hold the weight of His promise. He is pruning distractions so your focus is clear. He is strengthening your roots so your harvest won't collapse. And He is doing it all out of love. You were never meant to carry the pressure to make things happen. You were meant to trust the one who holds all things in His hands. And those hands, they're holding your future. He's not just preparing a blessing. He's preparing an unveiling. He's about to reveal what He's been growing behind the curtain. And when it comes, you'll see, every delay had purpose. Every silence held strategy. Every valley trained your hands for harvest. Because heaven is not passive. Heaven is active. And it is preparing something big. Just for you. The plans God has for you were never ordinary. They were always meant to stretch your imagination, surpass your expectations, and awaken something deeper inside of you. That's why the waiting has felt heavy. That's why the process has taken time. Because what's being prepared for you is not just good, it's holy. Heaven is building slowly because heaven builds to last. And you are not waiting in vain. Every moment of obedience is being used. Every quiet act of faith is being honored. Every tear is being caught and poured back as favor. You may feel stuck, but heaven sees you as planted. And planted things are destined to rise. You are not buried under circumstances. You are rooted in promise. The deeper the roots, the taller the tree. And your roots are reaching deep. Into trust. Into resilience. Into surrender. Because when the big thing comes, when the door opens, when the shift happens, when the promise is revealed, you won't be shaken. You'll be ready, not because you figured everything out, but because you let God form something solid inside you. If these words have reminded you of the preparation happening in your spirit, if your heart feels the stirring of something greater ahead, take a moment to like, comment, share this message, and subscribe. Someone else may need the reminder that heaven is still moving. And together, we can keep hope alive for those still in the in-between. Because this in-between, it's sacred, it's strategic, and it's full of promise. You're not being passed over. You're being built up. And the preparation is proof that God is still invested in your life. When a builder is preparing something massive, the foundation takes time. And that's what this is, a foundation season. It's not flashy, it's not always fun, but it's holy, it's necessary, it's the groundwork of glory. So don't rush it, don't resent it, rest in it, because when heaven finishes what it's forming, it will be beautiful, and it will be worth every prayer, every pause, every step of faith in the dark. Something big is coming, and it's coming for you. You may not know what it is. You may not see the shape of it yet, but your spirit feels it. The stirring, the shifting, the subtle sense that you're standing on the edge of something new. That's not your imagination, that's the whisper of heaven. God is preparing a moment for you. A moment where the invisible becomes visible, where the seed becomes fruit, where the unseen sacrifice becomes undeniable favor. And when it comes, you won't need to explain yourself. The fruit will speak, the breakthrough will testify, the peace will radiate, because what's coming doesn't just bless you, it confirms you. You've waited with integrity, you've obeyed when it was costly, you've stayed when it was easier to leave. And heaven has not missed one moment. Not one. Every hidden battle, every unseen act of worship, every time you chose trust over control, it all mattered. You were never preparing alone. Heaven was preparing with you. And now, heaven is preparing for you. Doors are being opened. Tables are being set. Resources are being aligned. People are being positioned. Because when God moves, He moves completely, and what He's doing is not a temporary fix. It's a generational blessing. You've prayed prayers that outlive you. You've carried dreams that echo with divine legacy. And heaven is answering in full. So stay present. Stay faithful. Stay soft. Don't get bitter in the waiting. Don't get distracted by the delay. Because just beyond the silence is a sound. The sound of release. The sound of arrival, the sound of something big breaking open. And when it comes, it won't feel forced. It will feel like finally. Like home. Like this is what you were created for. Because it is. Heaven is preparing something big. And it has your name on it. It might look like nothing is happening. But behind the curtain, everything is moving. Heaven doesn't rush. It builds with purpose. It waits for fullness of time. And when that time comes, things shift quickly, suddenly, supernaturally. That's why this season has required patience. It's why you've felt stretched. It's why your faith has been tested. Because what's coming is not small. It's not ordinary. It's heaven-sized. And your heart is being prepared to carry it well. God won't give you something that breaks you. He'll only release what builds you and blesses others through you. That's the heart of heaven. And that's what He's crafting behind the scenes. The delay isn't denial, it's development. You're being ready not just to receive, but to reign, to steward, to sustain what's coming. Because the blessing isn't just for your benefit, it's for others. Your breakthrough will create bridges. Your healing will become a lighthouse. Your peace will lead others home. So let the preparation continue. Let it do its deep work. Let it stretch your capacity for joy. Let it deepen your ability to love. Let it strengthen your trust in silence. Heaven is not distant. It's intentional. And it's building something in you that will last. You were not forgotten. You were being refined. And now, the time is drawing near. You can feel it. The air is changing, the winds are shifting, the space around your spirit is expanding. Because heaven is about to pour. And your heart is ready to receive. More than you asked for. More than you imagined. More than you thought you were worthy of. Because grace doesn't give based on worth. It gives based on love. And you, beloved, are deeply loved. So much is about to change. And it will change quickly. So stay grounded, stay grateful, stay in step with the one who holds every piece of the promise. He is faithful, and He is moving. Heaven is preparing something big. And it's coming soon. When you least expect it, things will shift, not because you earned it, but because God appointed it. Because He saw your quiet yes. Because He heard your midnight cries. Because He watched you trust Him when it cost you everything. He saw, and now, He moves. He doesn't forget the faithful. He honors those who wait with worship. He rewards those who hold on even when it hurts. And you are one of them. So don't lose hope now. You're closer than you know. The clouds are thinning. The light is breaking through. And heaven is ready to reveal what it's been building all along. This is not a random blessing. This is a divine unveiling. Strategic, sacred, significant. What's coming won't just change your life, it will change your lineage. Because when God blesses, He blesses through generations. You're not just receiving for yourself. You're carrying the promise forward. You're breaking cycles. You're birthing legacy. You're stepping into things your ancestors only dreamed of. And heaven rejoices. Because heaven always rejoices when a child of God believes again. When they risk again. When they hope again. So let this be your season. Not just of waiting, but of watching. Watch what He does. Watch how He moves. Watch how He turns pain into purpose and process into promotion. Watch how He opens doors no man can shut. Watch how He does what only He can. And when He does, you'll remember this moment, this whisper, this stillness before the surge. And you'll say, He was preparing it all along. Every delay had detail. Every tear had timing. Every prayer had power. Because heaven was never silent. It was building. And now, it's releasing. Get ready. It's coming. And it will be big. It's okay if you've had moments of doubt. It's okay if you've questioned the timeline. It's okay if you've wrestled in the night and asked, when? God? He's not disappointed in your humanity. He welcomes your honesty. Because faith isn't about pretending. It's about holding on when everything says to let go. And you've held on, even with shaking hands, even with a tired heart. You stayed. And that staying matters more than you know. Because it's not just about what's coming. It's about who you've become in the waiting. Stronger, wiser, softer, more surrendered, more in love with the one who calls you His. That's what preparation does. It reshapes us. It realigns us. It reintroduces us to grace. And grace is what carries the weight of glory. So now, you're ready. More ready than you feel. More steady than you know. More prepared than you understand. Because God has been working behind the scenes. Not just in your circumstances, but in your spirit. And when the curtain rises, you won't be the same. You'll step into the blessing already transformed. Already healed. Already whole in ways you weren't before. That's the miracle of the in-between. It refines while it readies. And when the moment comes, it won't feel like a surprise. It will feel like home. Like something you've always known. Like a promise remembered. So don't be afraid. Don't back down. Don't shrink to fit the size of yesterday. You were made for this. You were prepared for this. You were chosen for this. Heaven has been preparing something big. And it's about to be revealed. Some will wonder how it happened so fast. But you'll know it didn't. You'll know the nights of prayer. The years of patience. The quiet perseverance. Because fast in the natural is often the result of long obedience in the spiritual. That's what's been happening. Heaven has been layering favor over your faith. Breakthrough over your endurance. Provision over your perseverance. And now, it's near. The fulfillment. The unveiling. The thing you almost stopped believing for. But God didn't forget. He never does. He doesn't tease with hope. He delivers on it. Every word He speaks returns full. Every promise carries power. And He's not just restoring time. He's redeeming it, making it meaningful, turning what felt wasted into foundation. You haven't lost time. You've gained depth. You've gained fire. You've gained clarity. And now, when the big thing arrives, you'll hold it with gratitude, not entitlement. You'll serve with joy, not striving. You'll lead with humility, not pressure. Because you've been through the fire and you've come out refined. And heaven smiles. Because heaven prepared it all. The process. The promise. The person you've become. So rise now. With faith. With vision. with hope, because what's coming is not small. It will shift atmospheres. It will awaken hearts. It will confirm what God has whispered all along, that heaven was never silent. It was building something big for you. Don't mistake the quiet for absence. Don't confuse the pause with abandonment. Sometimes heaven is quiet because it's busy. Busy aligning things you can't see. Busy preparing hearts. Busy moving pieces into place. It's like a symphony being tuned before the music begins. And soon, the music will rise. The notes will come together. And your spirit will recognize the melody, because it's been echoing in your soul all along. The sound of destiny, the rhythm of answered prayers, the harmony of divine timing. And when it comes, peace will flood in, not just because of what you receive, but because of what you now understand. You'll see how He wove it all together. The delays, the closed doors, the detours. You'll see they weren't setbacks. They were sacred steps, part of a plan too beautiful for you to imagine then, but so perfect now. And you'll thank Him for every no, for every wait, for every moment that felt like silence but was actually strategy. Because God is not late. He is precise. And what He's preparing isn't just for your today, it's for your tomorrow and beyond. So breathe, relax your grip, release the timelines you made, and trust the timing He designed. Because heaven is preparing something big, and it's coming at the perfect time. When the breakthrough comes, it won't be small, because you weren't being prepared for crumbs. You were being prepared for overflow. The kind that spills into others. The kind that heals what was broken. The kind that reminds the world who your God is. This is not about promotion for applause. This is about purpose. This is about the fulfillment of a heavenly assignment on your life. And it's bigger than you thought. It's richer than you hoped. It's deeper than you dreamed. That's why it took time. That's why the process was long. Because deep things require deep roots. And you, beloved, are rooted now, firm in identity, secure in trust, unshaken by delay, unmoved by storms, because you know who holds you, and that knowing is your strength. It's your anchor. It's what will carry you through the overflow that's coming. Because with blessing comes responsibility. With elevation comes stewardship. And heaven didn't just prepare a moment, it prepared you. You are not who you were when you began. You are wiser, softer, stronger, more surrendered, and because of that, you are ready. Ready for the doors that are opening. Ready for the influence that is expanding. Ready for the people who are coming. Ready for the mantle that is being released. Heaven is not holding back. Heaven is pouring out. And you are in position to receive it all. With gratitude, with humility, with faith that still stands strong. Because you know now, heaven doesn't tease. Heaven prepares. And heaven is moving. For you, this is not just about what you will receive. It's about what you will release. Because heaven's blessing over your life is not meant to stop with you. It's meant to flow through you. And the size of what's coming reflects the scale of what's needed through your life. That's why the stretching was deep. That's why the waiting was long. That's why the pruning was painful. Because the fruit has to last. The impact must remain. And the influence has to carry heaven's heartbeat. You were never called to copy others. You were called to carry glory. To carry grace into places where it's been forgotten. To speak peace in rooms where fear has lived too long. To carry light into corners that thought they'd never see day again. And all of that requires preparation. So heaven prepared you, not just for favor, but for faithfulness. Not just for visibility, but for vision. Not just for gifts, but for governance. What you carry is weighty. It's costly, but it's pure. It's holy. It's necessary. And heaven trusts you with it. That's why it's preparing something big. Because what's coming isn't a trophy, it's a tool. It's a resource for the kingdom, a platform for the lost, a well for the thirsty, a lighthouse for the storm-tossed. And you are being positioned for it now. So take a deep breath. Not in fear, but in readiness. You're not behind. You're right on time. Heaven has been working while you've been wondering. And soon, the wondering will turn to witnessing of His goodness, of His glory, of His grace. And you'll lift your hands in quiet wonder and say, "Only God could do this. Only heaven could prepare this. Only love could lead me here." So rest, chosen one. You haven't missed it. You're not too late. It's not too far. It's closer than it's ever been. And heaven is preparing something big. Just for you. And it's almost here. What's coming will require all of you. But it will also heal all of you. It will make sense of the pain. It will restore what felt wasted. It will redeem the years the locusts have eaten. Because God doesn't just restore time, He resurrects purpose. And your purpose hasn't expired. It's just beginning. You were hidden for a reason. To be healed, to be refined, to be reintroduced as the whole version of yourself. And the version stepping into what's next. She's ready. He's rooted. They're not the same person who started this journey. That's the power of the process. It doesn't just change what you see, it changes how you see. You now know how to see heaven in the small, how to find purpose in the pause, how to anchor in the word when the world wavers. And because of that, you're not stepping into the promise with fear. You're stepping in with fire, with stillness, with quiet strength. You're not hustling for a blessing, you're walking with the blesser. And that's where the shift happens. When you no longer chase outcomes, you follow presence. And presence leads you exactly where heaven has prepared. So go with boldness, go with clarity, go with the assurance that the King of Heaven has paved the way. And when you arrive, you'll know, this wasn't luck, this wasn't hype, this wasn't random, this was holy, this was heaven, this was prepared, just for you. Heaven never forgets a seed sown in faith. Even if the world never saw it. Even if no one clapped. Even if it cost you more than you expected. God saw. God recorded. And heaven is responding, not with small gestures, but with divine fulfillment. Because nothing sown in surrender ever returns empty. It multiplies. It matures. It moves mountains. And your seed has reached maturity. Your trust has touched heaven. And now, heaven is moving earth to meet you. Things will begin to shift. Hearts will open. Resources will align. Words spoken long ago will resurface. And you'll say, "This is what that meant." The mystery is turning into manifestation. And every part of you that wanted to give up will bow in gratitude instead. Because the blessing doesn't just satisfy. It sanctifies. It draws you deeper into the one who gave it. It reminds you who it's all about. Not the promise, the promiser, not the platform, the presence, not the outcome, the obedience. And that's what will keep you steady when things start to grow fast. When people notice, when favor flows, when opportunities flood, you'll stay grounded, because you remember what it cost. You remember the quiet seasons. You remember who carried you. And you'll carry it all, not as a weight, but as worship. Because heaven didn't just prepare something big. It prepared someone ready. And that someone is you. This is not hype. This is holy. It's not fantasy. It's faith unfolding. What's coming is not too big for you. It was made for you. Because God shaped you for it. He allowed the pressure so you'd learn peace. He allowed the pruning so you'd grow pure. He allowed the pause so you'd walk with patience. And now, nothing will be wasted. You're stepping into a season where things will click. Where lessons become leadership. Where prayers become plans. Where tears become testimony. Heaven doesn't forget. Heaven builds with eternity in mind. And you? Yes, you have been trusted with an assignment that touches lives far beyond your own. So don't shrink. Don't second-guess what God confirmed in the quiet. Don't look around to compare. Look up. Your help comes from above. Your strategy comes from the Spirit. Your timing comes from heaven's calendar. And that calendar, it's marked. The day is set. The release is near. So walk like it's coming. Worship like it's here. Live like the heavens are watching, because they are. And they're rejoicing, because you said yes. You stayed faithful. You kept the flame alive. And now, it's time. Heaven is preparing something big. And it's unfolding even now. Don't fear the size of what's coming. Fear missing it by underestimating what's already within you. God never gives based on strength. He gives based on surrender. And you've surrendered, again and again, through disappointment, through delay, through discouragement. And now, the weight of that surrender is birthing something new. New vision, new strategy, new favor. Doors are opening because your character can walk through them now. And what once would have overwhelmed you, now excites you. Because you're not just prepared to receive. You're prepared to multiply. This is not the end of waiting. It's the beginning of walking in what you waited for. So walk humbly, walk boldly, walk in wonder, and don't forget what got you here. It wasn't perfection. It was presence. It was intimacy. It was trust. Keep that as your anchor. And nothing will move you. Because what's built on presence is unshakable. And what heaven prepares cannot be undone by hell. You are about to step into a season of surprise, of stretch, of sacred moments that take your breath away. And heaven will be in every one. Because this is what you were created for. And this is what He's been preparing. Big things. Eternal things. Things that carry heaven's fingerprint. And your obedience, it opened the door for all of it. It's not just about what you receive. It's about who you become. This is not a reward for effort. This is a result of alignment. You've aligned your heart with heaven. You've aligned your steps with the Spirit. And that alignment is about to bear fruit. Big fruit, kingdom fruit. And it will last. Because the roots go deep now. The foundations are secure. You've been tested, and you've come out refined. You've been stretched, and you've come out steady. You've been silent, and you've come out strong. And all of it was preparation. Not one part of your story was wasted. God is about to redeem time. And what should have taken decades will happen in days. Acceleration is coming, not because of your resume, but because of your readiness. Heaven is moving fast now. And you're in the flow. So don't hold back. Don't doubt your capacity. You've been trained by heaven itself. And it shows. You're ready. You're steady. And you're walking into something no eye has seen. No ear has heard. But your spirit has always known. Heaven has prepared something big. And it's time. So let go of what was. Let go of who you thought you had to be. Let go of timelines and metrics and the weight of needing to prove anything. You have nothing to prove. You're already approved. Heaven said yes over you before the world even saw you. And that yes still stands. Now it's your turn to say yes again. Yes to the process. Yes to the promise. Yes to what's coming. It won't look like what you planned, but it will look like heaven. It will feel like peace. It will carry joy. It will carry glory. And it will bring others home. Because that's what you carry now. Not just blessing, but breakthrough. Not just overflow, but oil. You've paid a price few have seen. And now, God is about to honor it openly. This is not the finish line. This is the launch. Heaven is not done with you. It's just getting started. And what it's preparing, it's bigger than a platform. It's deeper than success. It's kingdom. And you were made for it. So breathe. You are ready. Heaven is ready. And it's coming. Soon. Let your spirit rest in this. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. Heaven has been watching all along. And what's coming is not delayed, it's divine. This is not coincidence. This is covenant. And what God starts, He finishes. So lift your eyes. Square your shoulders. Softly whisper again, I trust you, and take the next step. Because something big is coming. And it has always been yours. The heavens are ready. The earth is groaning. And your spirit is rising. Because what has been promised is being released. Not someday, now. Because you were faithful. Because you didn't quit. Because you still believe. Heaven is preparing something big. And the doors are opening. Walk in, beloved. It's time. This is not a coincidence. It's divine orchestration. Heaven has heard your prayers. Heaven has seen your tears. And now, heaven is answering with movement, with favor, with release. Get ready. What's coming is greater than you dreamed. And it's closer than you think. This is the moment everything begins to unfold. The weight lifts. The wind changes. The door creaks open. And the voice of the Lord says, step in, step forward, step free. You've waited long enough. You've trusted deep enough. You've surrendered everything. And now, the harvest is here. Heaven has prepared it. And it is yours. So go to sleep tonight with peace. Not because you know every detail, but because you know the one who holds them. He has not failed you. He has not changed his mind. He has not forgotten his promise. Heaven is still preparing, and soon, you will see it with your own eyes. Until then, rest, believe, and stay ready, because when it happens, it will feel sudden, but your spirit will say, this is what I was waiting for. This is what I was made for. This is what heaven was preparing all along. And you'll walk in it with grace, with joy, and with heaven smiling over every step. It's coming. Heaven is preparing something big. And your name is on it. No fear, no delay, no shame, just grace, just purpose, just promise fulfilled. Let your heart hold this truth. Heaven doesn't forget. And when heaven moves, everything changes. The shift is near, and you are ready. Let this final whisper sink deep into your soul. You are not waiting for something random. You are not hoping for something vague. You are expecting heaven, and heaven never disappoints. You've trusted through the wilderness. Now you will rejoice in the release. Heaven is preparing something big for you. And it's coming, not by might, not by power, but by His Spirit, and nothing will stop it. So stand firm, lift your eyes. Heaven is moving, heaven is answering, and what's coming is not small. It's everything He promised, and more. Let this be your reminder when doubt returns. Let this be your anchor when fear whispers. Let this be your song in the midnight hour. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is working. Heaven is preparing something big for you. And the day of revealing is closer than it's ever been. Don't give up. You are on the edge of everything God has promised. You didn't miss it. You didn't lose it. You didn't fall behind. You're exactly where you need to be. And heaven is closer than it feels. So keep the fire burning. Keep the faith alive. Because something big is on the horizon. And it's heaven's answer to your every prayer. This is the season. This is the moment. This is the sound of breakthrough rising. Heaven has not forgotten. And what's being prepared is more than you asked for. More than you hoped. More than you dreamed. It's heaven-sized. And it's almost here. So take one more breath. Say one more prayer. And believe. Because this is your confirmation. Heaven is preparing something big for you. And it will come to pass.